Jason,
Hello,
hello,
hello.
hello.
You have new earwear.
I do. I was tired of the feedback, so I have earwear for
Oh,
lives
nice.
like this.
I like it. I like it. I'm just saying hello to everyone. Join in, Tristan, Jason. That's him. You can't. Can you see the messages up there, Anne?
No, I can only see mine, so you see
Oh, okay.
yours.
Okay. In case do stuff like that, it's only because they spelt it Jason. It's not because I'm
Everyone's
bored.
excited. Everyone's excited for Jason.
Yes. How are you?
I am good. Are you ready for Christmas?
Yes, yeah, yeah. One of the first years that I feel really ready for Christmas. I've either been sort of traveling before Christmas, or there's been a huge house project. So definitely this year feels really good. It feels really good just to not do anything.
That is good. I've been
Yeah.
doing something every day, but tomorrow I actually get to do nothing, so that's nice.
Yes, I know. I know. I used to, it's funny enough, somebody just said, "Hey, ITV narrator guy." I used to work all over the holidays in England because obviously television doesn't stop over Christmas. So we had to make sure we had a live shift on all over the Christmas holidays. And of
Oh,
course, it's a whole different ball game at Christmas on the networks because basically there's very little live stuff going on. So the actual studios are very quiet because nobody's working. But of course, we had to go in because they were still pumping out all the Christmas shows. But there's nobody
of
there.
course.
It was kind of eerie and nice in a way. You felt like the only one in the building. So yeah, it's a quiet time of year for work, but it's a busy time of year for everything getting on TV and in the theaters and stuff.
Right. Or it's one or the other. If it was
Yeah.
both, I think it'd be utter chaos.
Yes. Hi, Mariana. Mariana's just joined, and White Wolf. Hello, White Wolf. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Um,
Familiar faces.
have you got plans for Crimbo?
So I tomorrow I do nothing, and then on Christmas I'm going to the in-laws for brunch. We do that every year, I think,
Okay.
and we have brunch. And I think after brunch it's just relax because the day after Christmas everyone goes back to work. So
Oh, wow. Yes, of course. Of course. Somebody just asked here, what was your worst breakdown situation at ITV? It wasn't necessarily a breakdown. I was working the weekend the Queen Mother passed away.
uh,
Yes, she was 101, I do believe, maybe 102, somewhere. But yeah, I was working that. I remember it was a Saturday, and we basically always are prepared. Every big network is prepared for major members of parliament, government, or royal family if they suddenly pass away, and this wasn't obviously expected. So yeah, I do remember that, and we had to change the entire schedule. The whole thing changes because there's lots more news. There's documentaries that are ready to put out in honor of the person that passed away, and all sorts of things. So yes, that was when the Queen Mother passed away. What am I getting for Christmas? Nick Solis asks. Uh, Gosh, I don't know. There's a couple of things. As you get older, I mean, I'm 55 now. So as you get older, you tend to buy what you want before Christmas. Um, you don't sort of write many lists these days waiting for Christmas. So I'd I like to have a couple of little surprises and stuff, but no, generally no. We normally buy throughout the year. I think maybe a lot of people are like that now. So no. Um, Nothing I'm expecting. So yes, I do remember you, Mudsy. It was my old account. How are you, mate? Two Fouled Fox, VA, voice actor. There you go. Thanks for joining us. I'm only 20. I asked Santa for a parrot. Well, there you go, Nick. I mean, I'm sure livestock is on the list. I'm not quite sure how they wrangle that, the North Pole, but you know, They asked. Hello, Rebecca. Nice to see you. Um, yes. So yes, exciting time.
Yes, always very busy. And to comment on what you said, it seems the older you get, the more you just kind of buy what you need. And like, oh, I need socks, so or I need this, or I my tail light is out, and it's just you don't
Yeah.
wait for someone. You have your own money. You just get it done because it has to be done.
Yes. I remember last year. This was my Christmas present from last year. Um,
Oh,
so so I had this. This is a character I voiced in a wonderful animation called Terra Willy, and it's a really fun movie. And I commissioned an artist to make this, and he finished it on Christmas Eve last year. Um, so that was my sort of Christmas present last year. So you, as you get older as well, you get more goofy stuff because you can only have so many pairs of socks.
and little collectibles make you happy. You only live once. Just do what makes you happy.
Yeah, exactly. I like to get unique things, as you can see. And this came out this Christmas. So if you haven't
Right.
seen Piney the Lonesome Pine yet, here it is. I've got it. If you haven't seen this movie yet, with me and Simon Pegg and the wonderful Jonathan Price, check that out. But yeah, these came out for the Tony Music Box. So they're really cute little piney
They
figurines.
are.
You pop that on the music box and it plays the audio for the film and songs and everything. And they just came out this year and they're doing crazy well. So that's really nice. That's really nice.
Yeah, you
Um,
said I think that one's at Target too, right?
yeah, I
You
think so.
posted that
They're at
already.
Target,
Yeah.
Walmart. Yep. Yeah, all good toy stores. Myra, I think it's Mira May says, "I love your voice." Thank you so much. Thank you. I shall tell my mum. Um, yeah, it's a girl. Oh my God, you're live again.
Oh.
That's your username. It's a girl.
Let's
Funny.
see. I have
Recently,
some.
I have got quite a lot of gender reveals on Cameo for the sorting.
Oh.
Yeah, he's become very popular on Cameo doing gender reveals. Um, and I have to do two versions because obviously it's a boy, and then you have to do the girl. So, yeah, that just reminded me when I saw that. It's a girl.
That's so cute. I mean, it makes sense. I just never thought people would just message you, be like, "Hey, can you tell us if it's a girl or a boy?"
Yeah, that's it. I know. Yes. I think when you put yourself out there on Cameo, you're open to all requests. But if it means a lot to that particular person, sometimes they're a little bit cryptic, and I have to sort of figure out. Oh, right. Okay, that's what you need. But yeah, it's a fun sideline, if you like. Where do I live, Henry? Why? No, that sounds like
Doesn't
Ghostface.
matter.
Where do you live? I need to know where you live. I live in Los Angeles. There you go. Don't let the accent fool you. I live in Los Angeles. I've lived out here now 20 years. If you can believe that, if I can believe that, 20 years I've lived out
How's
in.
it feel?
Yeah,
You're native?
yeah, it feels more and more like home. I do get very nostalgic when I do go back to the UK. There are a lot of things I miss. I mean, London at Christmas time is gorgeous. I really miss that. London anyway is beautiful. It's really like stepping back in time, and it's such a walkabout city. Everywhere is just something gorgeous to look at. But Christmas time especially, they really make it quite magical. So I do miss that. I do. But equally, I do not miss the weather. So sorry,
I was
UK.
going, I was gonna comment on that. That I spoke to someone the other day where she says that she went to Oregon and she's moving back to Texas, but she said the Oregon weather reminds her of London because it's always
Yes.
dreary. It's
Yep.
dreary, it's depressing, and it's gray. But at the same time, there's beautiful things to see in London, so it's kind of confusing.
Yes, it is. You kind of just Somebody said, amazing, you haven't lost your accent. I know, right? It's only because I'm in voice acting that most of my roles are British. And I do watch a lot of British TV. I just watched a great series called Black Doves on Netflix with Keira Knightley.
Oh, I've heard
Absolutely.
that.
Oh, it's so brilliant. If you want to see London, talking about, want to see London at Christmas time, this whole thing's set in London at Christmas time. And it is, whoever did the cinematography on that is absolutely exquisite. It's beautifully shot and it's an excellent thriller. It really, if you want to binge watch something over Christmas, folks, then Black Doves would be my recommendation. It is
I
a
saw that trailer.
little gruesome. All right, Christmassy and gruesome. I'm just full disclaimer, but it was really good. I loved it. So yeah, that keeps my accent in good fettle. Oh no! Somebody just said my local Odeon shut down. Oh, Odeon is this big chain of cinemas in England, and
Oh
like
no.
yeah, like all theaters around the world, they're just struggling. Um, you
Yeah.
know, and I feel Hollywood needs to just make some more better films. Like, gosh, what happened to to those movies? We seem to be watching and regurgitating so many '80s movies, but there was some magic about that period of music and film, and I just we very rarely get back to those kind of movies these days. So, but everyone's got an 80, 100-inch TV in their homes now, so you've got that to contend with too.
It's so
Um,
funny. I just use my computer and my phone for everything. We have a large TV, but
oh,
it's for the kids or for people coming over.
yes, yes. Yeah, I'm trying to sort of lay off my phone or my iPad. I have a lot more, just trying to watch stuff. But yeah, but all the entertainment is on YouTube and TikTok. So,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? And, you sit in your chair and you got your phone with you. It's cozy. It's, nobody's sharing the remote. What's my, hey, you're my favorite voice actor. That's great. Thank you, KT. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I live in the UK, by the way. Oh, excellent. Excellent. I don't know your name. Your username is just hi. So, ooh, nice one. Whereabouts in the UK? Hi, let me know. I used to live. I still have a place there, but I used to live in Buckinghamshire, which is just on the outskirts of London.
If
It is
people were
true.
to just visit, if people were to visit London for the first time, where would you recommend them to go?
I mean, I know it will be expensive, but try and get a hotel somewhere within Greater London. Because if you get a hotel that's near the tube, because the tube network across London is phenomenal. So I would say get a hotel near a tube station, the most reasonable one you can afford, closer the better. But if you get one that's near a tube station, you won't need taxis. You save a fortune on travel, and you're literally then probably at the most a half an hour away on a tube into central London. So and then you can just walk about, get out at you could get out at Oxford Street, Piccadilly, and you can literally walk and see Big Ben. You can see the Houses of Parliament. You can see 10 Downing Street. You can go into Trafalgar Square, Covent Garden, Shaftesbury Avenue for the theatres. Like it's all there within walking, you know, distance. So that's what I would recommend for sure.
Good
Have
to
you been to
know.
Australia? Some Nick says your accent sounds like it. No, I haven't. But again, I do quite a few, or I have done quite a few Australian accents. So yeah, sometimes my accent can go a little Australian, but I kind of keep it like fairly neutral. I don't go too much on that side, but yeah.
I have an Angie on here. She says that she drew your profile picture.
Oh, that's right. I love that profile picture. Thanks, Angie. Yeah,
Yes.
I love that. She did that one originally. I think it was with Victor Rookwood as well, and I nabbed it. But she did a great little caricature of me. So thank you,
She's
Angie.
very happy. Angie, if you want to talk to Jason, go to his live. I am sacrificing my followers to him so he can see all of your messages.
Sacrificing. Somebody says, can you say AC 130 above? That was my Otter voice.
I miss Otter. I don't.
I know.
I obviously haven't finished COD, but like the clips of Otter and all the characters in general, all the characters' interactions, they're very personal, and I love it.
Yeah, I miss Otter too. I mean, he was one of the most sort of candid kind of characters, kind of scenario. I mean, I remember one of his lines was, there is a swear word coming up, but he said something like, you know what? You're shit at this war thing, you know that. Which I just thought was really it's just so comical, you know. Oi, you muppet! You know, so credit to the writers there because they had some really good insights into the British sense of humour. Hi,
He's
you're amazing
very
Hogwarts
blunt.
Legacy as a sorting hat. Oh, thank you, Twisted. Thank you. Better be Slytherin. Did I get
The
that
most
right?
popular house.
Yeah, that was a random most popular house by a long shot. I have now sorted 35 million gamers into their houses.
Wow, you're like a father now.
Yes, I am. I am the keeper of Hogwarts. Yes, I'm still working on the history of the Goblin Rebellion of 1752. Yes, I do miss my history lessons.
I can't wait to see that when they're going through with the sequel, how if they invite you back to go into the game. I'd love to see how much more because you voiced like half the game in the first one. So the second one, we have to have you come back. We
I
have
would
to.
love to. I would love to come back, and I don't know, anything about it, but I would only assume because of the success of the other one that there will be more in the works. But these things take so long. The first one, Hogwarts Legacy, that was 7 years in the making. So I hope it doesn't take as long as that. White Wolf, Daddy Rookwood. Oh, come now. No need for such theatrics. Thank you, White Wolf. So yeah, hopefully, that would be really, really nice. I'd also like to do some more COD in the future. I get so many people asking for Otter to come back. He was, he was a pretty popular character. I'm not sure. I mean, they've had like Sort McTavish, and of course Captain Price is British, but as one of the side characters, I think he was one of the only British characters in there representing the SAS. So yeah, he was a cool chap, that's for sure. Yeah, I would definitely welcome that call. Tron Reaper says, could you please say armed and dangerous in an aggressive voice? Oi, you muppet, I'm armed and dangerous. There you go. That's a Christmas wish fulfilled. This was always a very popular line, popular request. Bravo 6, going dark. That was a good line. Wasn't my line, actually. That was Captain Price's. But I get it all the time. My most popular line request was for Queen and Country, for old Madge, old Queen Lizzie, which is still weird to think that she's not here with us anymore. And we've now got King
It is weird.
Charles. Got Charles. Nobody actually knows what King Charles sounds like. I remember when I was doing stand-up and I did a Prince Charles at the time, and I remember the room was silent, and then I said, "You don't have any idea what Prince Charles sounds like, do you?" And everyone laughed and went, "No, not a clue." It's like it's absolutely wasted.
You gave it a shot.
He seems really sweet, though. I've seen him come out with the crowds, and he's quite, he's very down to earth when he meets the crowd.
He seemed like it.
I saw him once a while back, and he was like, "Oh my God, this is so lovely. You came out in the rain." And I thought, well, pretty much, if you're coming out in England, it's pretty, a high chance of it raining, but he's just so sweet and he was just really nice. I think he's had big shoes to fill. Um, yes. Um, do some lines for Hogwarts Legacy. Um, I'll do this character. See if you can guess who this character is.
Drum roll.
Let's have a look. I'll just do an impression of a scene. Right, here we go. I'm on fire. See if you know that one. If you've played the game, you should know that one. You should know.
One of the most obnoxious characters there were.
God, so obnoxious. Oh, so much fun to play those kinds of characters. Well, you really, when somebody says he's so obnoxious and rude, and you really can lean into those. I love those. What would your British version of Big Bird be? And what would his name and voice be? Good grief. I don't know what Big Bird. Big as in Sesame Street Big Bird.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine him as British. I mean, isn't there a British version of Big Bird like a long time ago?
I don't know. We always used to get Sesame Street. I remember watching that as a kid. We would get Sesame Street.
It must be different languages. I know different languages. Like...
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these characters, like Big Bird and stuff. I mean, they're just so iconic. The voice, so, and that guy's just been playing him for forever, hasn't he? Right from the start. Yeah. Yes, my favorite character you played was Peeves. Oh yes, dear old mischievous Peeves. I've actually still got to return. Hang on, where is it here? I've actually still got to return Sebastian's wand. Peeves took that, so naughty. So yeah, I must get that back to Sebastian.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
Yes, he's probably missing it by now. Yes. Oh, somebody says I can do a really good Elmo. Yeah, Elmo's Elmo. I would have to because I never tried an Elmo, but he plays me Elmo. It's sort of down there somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah. He's a very popular character to impersonate, for sure. Let's have a look. Did you watch Watch Dogs Legion? No, I haven't, James. Is that a game or is that a film, Watch Dog Legion?
I think it's a show.
Yeah, I haven't, no.
There's been so many new shows and new movies come out. It's hard to keep track of them. Somebody
said, yeah, James says it's a game. No, I have not. It's funny, when it comes to casting, a lot used to be done out of Los Angeles because that's where all the big companies were, but they're spread all over the world now. And so I know the UK, they did Baldur's Gate and stuff like that, big games, and they cast obviously in the UK. So some of these games just pass me by. I don't even know, not even aware of them in production. Because Canada has.
Do you ever forget when you voiced into something and then something reminds you, oh yeah, I was in that?
Yes, yeah, for sure. Especially commercials, because we do a lot of those in between the big games and the animation and stuff. Sometimes you'll forget though in an animation, oh yeah, I did those guys too. Because when you're in these sessions, if they've got a little side character that needs one or two lines or something, they'll often get you to just do it there and just go, oh, we've just got this other character. He's only got a few lines. Can you just do that for us? And you're just like, yeah, sure. What do you need? And he's like, he's a French. Okay, he's French. Okay. Oui. And then you just do a couple of lines. And then you forget that you've done that. And, so, yeah, not normally. Commercials, I forget because they come and go so quick. And all the little aside characters, I even forget who I've voiced in Hogwarts Legacy, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was me. Yes, I forgot that.
I mean, you
Um,
voiced about 30 of them, so it's
yes, yes,
understandable.
yes, yes. It's hard to remember all of their lines too, because again, people playing these games and watching these animations, they know the characters better than you do because they've watched them, so many times. So they know them inside and out. Whereas I've pretty much delivered the lines once and then forgotten about it, gone home and forgotten about it. So yeah, just passing by. Niels says just passing by to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. Thank you, mate. You too. I hope you have a good one. Thank you, Niels. Um, Nick's still asking how I'd impersonate Big Bird from Sesame Street. I don't know. I'd have to. I don't know how Big Bird in England would sound. Probably just. I mean, I know that the actor that voices him he's just his voice. So I'd just be a kinder, gentler, more feathered version of me, I think.
I
Um,
think that I was trying to imagine it myself. He's a gentle giant,
yeah,
and
he is.
he talks gentle, he's slow,
Yeah,
and he's just like he's calm. So
yeah,
that's how I got it.
yeah. I'd probably do a similar voice, just my voice that I was doing for Playhouse Disney. Which is just a little bit more engaging with young kids. Hello, hey, what are you? Just more calm, gentle voice. Um, let's have a look. Ghost. That actually wasn't me, Ghost. That's obviously a cod. Bravo 6, going dark, Brendan. Um, yeah, a lot of us Brits ended up in that particular version in MW19. Um, so some of our voice lines get blurred. Of who did what. Um, this is from Angie. I'm going to have to go, but thank you for appreciating my drawing. Oh, you're welcome, Angie. Thank you for dropping in, and thank you for your picture. It is there in full Technicolor. Thank you very much. Happy Christmas. Happy
It's a
Christmas.
very neat picture. Lots of talent in that.
Yes, yes. They caught my quaff quite nicely.
I think it's about time I find a new profile picture. I just got to figure out what I want.
Well, it's so funny with the profile pictures, isn't it? Because you keep changing them. Uh, Most people put a profile picture up that's at least 10 or 20 years old. At least you do when you're my age. So I just thought, oh, I'll just put an animated one up, and then I never have to change it. That's animated me.
Young
Yeah.
forever.
Yes. 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 Um, do you have any questions on your side, your end, Anne?
Oh, I was just wondering about, your Christmas plans, your New Year's. Next time we talk is going to be 2025. So,
Yes, I
anything big
know.
planned for the year? Any resolutions? What do you have planned in Mr. Jason's world?
Oh, well, I think it's what the world has planned for me. I'm ready. Um, and I think it's going to be a very, very interesting year. And in a good way, I think, especially for our industry. We've had not a very good year for our industry again with all the strikes and things. So this year was about getting prepared and, um, you know, uh, crossing all the T's and dotting the I's and just getting ready because it's been a stop-start year for a lot of people. And the industry's done a lot of reorganizing and shuffling around. So, yeah, Christmas and New Year for me and generally a pretty laid back, quiet times. We did have a lovely little trip to Maui, to
Right.
Hawaii, a couple of weeks ago. So that was kind of like our Christmas thing. And I've never been, and it was absolutely gorgeous. It's everything you think about when you think about Hawaii, but Maui in particular was just beautiful. We went to Lahaina, which is uh, pretty much tropical, beautiful 80-degree weather all year round. It's pretty stunning. So that was good. I went snorkeling. That was hilarious. You know when you so you put your mask on. I had my flippers on, and literally the second I put my head under the water, there were fish like there. Like you're like right, I'm gonna go under, and then there, it's just like wow, oh my gosh, and then you come up and you think wow, I can't see them, and every time you went under, they're literally right here, so full of beautiful fish and yeah, really really stunning. So yes, those are some very good memories, very good
Was
memories.
there something that stood out the most or was your favorite about the whole trip?
I think one of my favorite things was how slow the time went. You know how they say island time, because there's a lot of magnetic energy on those islands, because of all the volcanic activity over the thousands and thousands of years. They were actually sort of very sacred grounds, and you know, the indigenous people, they had very special properties, and I really kind of felt that because the time went so slowly. It was so lovely because I mean, obviously, you don't want to wish away a trip to Maui, um, and it was really lovely. Just a beautiful pace, and you were always surprised when you looked at your watch, and it was always like, wow, oh my gosh, it's only 10:30, you know. So that part I really really love because. You know, unfortunately, as soon as you get back here, there's, you know, 1,001 distractions and the pace of life and everything else. So all of a sudden the days are just clocking click 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 click. So yeah, that was really nice. Somebody said here I'm very impressed about the animation of Transformers 1, and he says the best Neon Kate, sorry, says it's the best movie ever. Yeah, it does look very good. It does look very good indeed. Yeah, well, you know, animation technology is really really progressing so quick, so
It
much so
is.
that those tools are available to us, you know, with the AI apps and software and stuff. So it's not surprising a big studio like Paramount should be able to knock a good animation out, and fairly quick, I would imagine these days too. You know, um, Angel Dawn says my favorite wizard hat. Ah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, he's up here. I'll give him a little cameo. Ah, yes, interesting. Hello, Anne. Yes. Letter
Hello.
B. Hufflepuff.
I have a little bit of Hufflepuff in there.
I thought so. Yeah, he's great. Yeah, had him. Somebody made that for me. Very talented artist over on
Instagram.
Instagram. Yes, um,
Yes.
he's fantastic. So yeah, he's making a couple of other things for me, which will be lovely.
Yeah, he's busy. For anyone who's interested, the one who
Yes,
makes that hat, he makes like official or very high quality studio mimics of other
yes,
things. So it's not just
yeah,
a hat. He makes a lot of stuff.
yes, absolutely. I'm always. I want to just double check his name because I'm hesitant to give his actual name out in case he doesn't want me to give his name out. So let me just give you what his username. I mean, he literally just goes by YC on Instagram.
Right,
Um,
right.
Yoda Cuckoo. So it's Yoda as in found something I should say. And then it's CU. So Yoda Cuckoo. There. So I'm always
Perfect.
careful not to give his name out because he's not got his name up there. But yeah, check him out. He does incredible work on that front for sure. Um, yes. I've seen Transformers 1. Yes, yes. I haven't seen it. I would love to watch it. It's just that I don't think with Paramount Plus here, you know how you'd find something and then you're like, oh my gosh, it's on the other channel or it's on a
Yes.
subscription I
Yes.
don't have. And, you know, so.
We started a collection. We have Disney Plus, we have Netflix,
Oh,
Hulu, we have
God.
Peacock. It keeps going,
Yes,
and it's starting to be really expensive compared to what it used to be, where you don't want to pay for cables, you pay for one thing. It's back to
exactly.
where it started.
Yes. Um, who just joined. Oh, hey, what's up, Jay? Good to see you. Hello, happy Crimbo. Can't believe it's like Christmas Eve tomorrow. My gosh,
Yes.
where
It's
did
Christmas Eve Eve tonight, as
Christmas Eve
Phoebe
Eve?
Buffet, Phoebe Buffet
Yes,
from Friends would say.
I must admit I did break. We bought a box of chocolates because we don't want to go too extravaganzo. But I decided to open them today because it is Christmas Eve Eve. So they'll be gone by the end of the night. But who cares?
It's Christmas. It's the
Yes,
holidays. Who
it
cares?
is. It is. It is. But even. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Black Clover Cam. You're epic, bud. Thank you, mate. Um, I called it pre-Christmas Eve. There you go. Yeah, yep.
That
I know.
works. That
Yep,
works.
that works too. Yeah, that works too. But yeah, I'm a little careful what I eat over Christmas because I have to stay healthy for my work. And you can still get called in for stuff over Christmas. So I especially still just keep an eye on things. Not too much
Hope I
dairy.
lost my sound.
Still try and stay away from sodas. Lots of water, lots of hydration. But yes, we did splurge a few things. Try and get good. I went into Costco and we bought the Lindt chocolates, and I bought the Lindt chocolates because they had the best ingredients, like pretty clean ingredients. I was shocked at a box of chocolates I picked up from Godiva, and it was full of high fructose corn syrup, vegetable oil, like the worst ingredients. And yet, comparison wise, they were like, well, we're a luxury brand too, next to Lindt. And I thought, no, you're not. Not if you're using those horrible ingredients. I know we're not allowed to use those in England. They're not allowed. Those things are banned. High fructose corn syrup.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, because they're bad. They're really bad. So, yes, my little Christmas advice. Just even with chocolate, obviously you're going to eat chocolate, but there's still good chocolate and really bad chocolate, and you don't
That's
want too
true.
much. You don't want too much of the really bad chocolate,
Yeah,
even
make
if
the
it's
smart decisions.
yeah, even if it's in the shape of a cute reindeer or a snow person. Don't do it. Um, yes. Happy early Christmas Eve. You too, Milieu. Happy Christmas. Let's have a look. Oh, happy Christmas, Jay. Thank you, mate. And
I
and
see
Anne.
someone in
Yes.
my chat. I only have three people here, but someone asked if there's going to be a Hogwarts Legacy 2. They have announced that they're working on it, but nothing solid. We don't know what timeline. They're saying it's going to be modern day, but we don't want that. We don't know if
No.
Jason will be in it. Even if Jason was in it, he couldn't tell us anyway. So hopefully, Hogwarts Legacy 2 will be in the works sooner than later.
I hope so. That is the plus of playing ghosts and poltergeists, is that no matter when they decide to set this game, the ghosts and the poltergeist will be there, and the
Always.
sorting hat. So yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'm still waiting to hear on any news of the TV show, um, which I'm sure they're going to film in the UK. I know they
I
had
think
a
they should.
yeah, I think so. But that's very much under wraps as well. They did do a nationwide casting for the three main characters, Hermione and Harry and Ron. So it's underway. I just have no idea again on timeline and stuff. No
Wouldn't it
modern
be
day
nifty
Hogwarts.
if they called you in for like a side character and we all got to see you on the big screen?
Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? I know. Yeah, well,
Hey, I know that
yeah.
face.
I'll put my name in the hat. Literally. Yes. So we'll see. We'll see. That is always the. Well, for me, I find this interesting. It's scary and fun at the same time. Is not really knowing what's around the corner for you. So as we head into 2025, there's a few games that I'm working on. A couple of them are in on hold at the moment because of the strike. But then you just never know what's just around the corner for you. So to me, I find that exciting. You know, it is something to bear in mind if you are thinking of getting in this industry, that you really do have to think if you can handle that kind of life. You know, a lot of uncertainty, but it makes it exciting, that's for sure.
That's true. I think last time or the time before, you mentioned that just not knowing kind of gets you going because you're like, all right, let's do it. What's the next thing? Let's get it done. You're
Yeah,
always ready to go because you're waiting.
yeah, yeah. And I also really like the really last minute stuff too, because you don't have much time to think about stuff, and that's good. You can get your thinky brain out of the way. Um, so I kind of like some of the last minute stuff, which surprisingly there's quite a lot of. Um, but yeah, and then as I say, you can get your thinky brain out the way and get it done. So yes, Liam, hello, welcome to the live. I guess a lot of people are busying with Christmas plans and stuff at last minute. It just kind of creeps up on you, doesn't it? It's like, oh, we've got weeks till Christmas, and then it's all of a sudden like, we're here.
Time goes quickly. I mean, with all the stuff going on and everyone worried about work, and then the holidays come around, and all of a sudden it's all about shopping or
Yes.
just making plans. And oh no, what are we going to do next? Where are we going to eat? Where are we going to do this? And sometimes people just need to slow down, though. I mean, Christmas is you just got to enjoy yourself, you know?
Yes, I think we put. There's an awful lot of pressure on. Hat Chair says, "Hello, Peeves. Naughty, naughty." Yeah, a lot of people put a lot of pressure on Christmas. You know, and it's not. I recognize it's not always. A good time for a lot of people. You know, it's one of those first reminders if there are people that aren't in your life anymore. You know that Christmas comes around. It's a reminder of that too. So, as much as I like to enjoy the holidays, equally, I recognize it's a tough time. It is a tough time, and I think if you take pressure off yourself as well, on the, let's say, more commercial side of Christmas, and just put more value into the people in your life. I think that's something I do a lot more now. Unfortunately, the older you get, the less people are here at Christmas. So it is a time of reflection as well.
It
But
is.
equally, there's a lot of fun stuff out there if you want to do that stuff too. So yeah, for me, I love the lights. I mean, if I could keep my Christmas lights up all year, I would. I could. I
You
could
could.
keep them up all year.
No one's stopping you.
Yeah, nobody's actually saying, "Oh, excuse me, can you take those down?" I mean, I love doing exterior illumination. In the famous words of Clark Griswold, my father taught me everything I need to know about exterior illumination. But yeah, I love putting, and every year it's like, yeah, so let's put a few more lights up. Let's just get two more strings of lights, 500 more lights. That's it, 500
All the
more,
lights.
and then I will need no more. Yes, so you know,
One of these days you'll have that the light show that you would see in the Grinch. Your house is just be illuminated.
yes, I know some of the light shows are really awesome. Some people go absolutely to town. It must take them forever to put them up. I've just seen one in on the way to Anaheim, and he's done his whole house as Clark Griswold's Christmas Vacation, and he's got the police car
Wow.
outside. He's got the station wagon with the tree on it. He's got the cousin's RV, and he's got all the characters out there. I mean, it really is incredible. Must take him so long to do. And of course, being a homeowner, then you think, well, where do you store all that? Like a lot of my decisions on Christmas decorations is where we're going to put it. Like it's huge. Where are we going to store this thing? So yeah, that's my front brain talking. Um, no room for that. You can't put that up. I'd
And then
like
you get
to.
it anyway.
Well, some of them I have. I'm the one that has to get them out. So it's like, joke's on you. Joke's on you. Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. Thank you, Alfie. Thank you very much. Our dog's called Alfie too. Alfie L Moon. Um, yes, happy Christmas. Can you do Joker voice from Batman Arkham Asylum? I think these did. I'm not sure if
Mr.
Hamill did
Hamill?
the
Mr.
Batman.
I think
Yeah.
he did. Not all the games, but I think for Arkham he might have. I mean, he's
Yeah.
always the go-to. Yeah, he's always the go-to for the
Yeah.
Joker voice.
I did a very good penguin. If you wanted to check out the penguin post on my page, check out the penguin, who actually all of a sudden is British. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I don't make these decisions.
It's his
Um,
outfit, his distinguished outfit. That's why he's British.
yes. So I have to ask you this: what's your favorite go-to Christmas movie?
Oh, that's a difficult one because it's growing every year. I mean, so you have the classics, which is The Grinch. My husband personally, he likes The White Christmas, which I have not seen yet, and we're trying to fix
Oh,
that. I've never seen
okay.
White Christmas. I
Yeah.
like Elf. Elf, the
Yeah.
classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm pretty big on the classics, but I want to go back and watch, the ones that you mentioned, like the vacation one, and then there's Deck the Hall. There's some of the funny ones that I have not seen since I was a child. I might watch them again and see if any of those are my favorites.
Miracle on 34th Street.
That's a good one. I like both the original and the rebooted. I like both of
Yes, I know
them.
the black and white one.
Yeah.
You want the moon? You want the moon? I'll sling it, whatever he does. You want the moon? I'll
Yes.
lasso it and I'll pull it.
I totally forgot about that one. That's such a good classic
Yeah,
too. My
thank
sister and
you.
I love that, and we always sobbed at the end.
Oh gosh, Daddy! Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. And, well, ain't that was one of my first impressions I did was James Stewart. I guess because he was, he had that. Well, wait a minute, slow down, slow down.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Christmas Vacation, I think.
Good
I
one.
love that, and I love Home Alone.
Oh yes, there's so
Yeah,
many good Christmas movies. That's the
yeah,
problem. There's a
those
huge list of
two,
them.
those two. I mean, I literally know Christmas Vacation by heart now, so it's kind of more of a tradition than seeing. Oh, I haven't seen this in a while. Jack Frost is a good one. Yeah, nice one, Phoenix. Jack Frost is very good with Michael Keaton. That is actually a really good one. I love Home Alone. Yeah, me too. Apparently, I think he started it this year. Macaulay Culkin. He's touring around the country, and you go and watch the movie, and then he'll do a Q&A and then a meet and greet after the film. Um,
Oh, that's nifty. I didn't know
yes.
that.
Yeah, yeah, I did that. I met Chevy Chase a couple of years ago now, and he was doing the same thing. You'd go and watch Christmas Vacation, and then obviously you have to pay quite a bit extra. He comes out and does a Q&A on stage, and then we got to meet him backstage, which they say sometimes don't meet your heroes. Um, that was definitely the case. So
Oh no.
yes, yes. I had heard things, but yes, it wasn't a great experience, unfortunately.
Oh.
Um, yes. So, but anyway, I still met him and I got a photo with him. And I don't, I can't judge the guy from just my experience, which wasn't a good one. But I still love him as an actor. I think his characters, Clark Griswold's just just a fantastic character. So, you know. Santa Claus, the movie. Yep, Tim Allen. That's a good classic. Polar
Yeah,
Express.
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Yes, that's see, there's too many movies.
there are
There's
a
too many.
few. Yeah, Christmas Story. Now, I only watched that one, White Wolf. I only watched that one for the first time last year. I found it a bit tough to get through, I've got to say. It was, I don't know, it was wasn't a fave of mine, but I did watch it for the first time last year.
I actually haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, there's two. There's a new one now with the actors grown up, all old. But the original one, yes, yes, it was okay, but I had to watch it because people kept saying. I think the same with White Christmas as well. I remember that was a tough watch. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But yeah, that was old Bing Crosby with his classic White Christmas. But these are traditions, so
Right.
Jason, what's up? Hello, mate. Hello, horror 7999999. Yeah, there's so when you start listing Christmas movies, there's all of a sudden there's quite a few that spring to mind. Love Actually, great Christmas movie. You ever watch that one?
I think I have. The name sounds really familiar.
That's got Keira Knightley in. I know we talked about her earlier in Black Doves. Totally different Keira Knightley in that. But
She's a great actress. She has range.
She was brilliant in that. She was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so Love Actually, and that's got the lovely Alan Rickman in.
Okay, yes, I have seen it.
Yes,
I have.
brilliant. It also has Mr. Bean in it. Rowan
It
Atkinson.
does.
It's very funny. Love that movie. What was the other one? Die Hard. That's a bit controversial. It's a Christmas movie.
It is. It's a Christmas
Absolutely.
movie.
I don't know why everyone keeps debating whether it's a Christmas movie. It's set in Christmas. It's a Christmas party. They're taking over at Christmas. The whole thing it's got Christmas music in it. It's a Christmas movie. I have
It
just
is.
watched that. I did just watch that.
I haven't watched it in years. I need to rewatch it.
it's a
But my
good-
husband will die on that hill. It is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's a great one. Again, timeless, brilliant performances. I remember the first time I got to LA, my agent out here, they were only a couple of streets away from the Nakatomi Plaza, the high rise. So
Yeah.
every time I would go in and audition for jobs, I would come down that exact same road that the movie opens on, and there's the Nakatomi. Is it Nakatomi or Nakatomi? Nakatomi.
I think it's that one, yeah.
Yeah, Nakatomi Plaza was right there. Die Hard was right there, and that was a real pinch me moment. I'm like, it's actually a real building, and it was actually brand new. So the floors that they filmed on actually were unfinished in the building. It was literally a new building.
Oh.
Yeah, that Fox put up on their grounds. And it wasn't actually finished, which was perfect for the movie. So they shot some scenes in there where it was unfinished.
I love how things just work out. Like they're
Yeah.
unplanned, but it just works.
Yes. Alan Rickman was awesome in that as Hans. Now, what was his name?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of his character's name. I can't remember.
Look it up. It'll bother you if you don't look it up.
Somebody. Hans Gruber. That was it.
There you go.
Rebecca. Oh, gosh, Hans Gruber. Yeah, it was so good. There's a brilliant bit in that movie where he pretends when Bruce Willis finds him, and he pretends to be an American, and he just switches out of the German accent into an American accent. It was just like, oh gosh, so good, so good. Phoenix says, Jason, have you ever been to Canada? And if so, when did you? I've been to Canada many times.
Oh.
My cousin lives in Canada on my dad's brother's side. So I've got two cousins and their children. that live in Canada. So I've been to Alberta. I've been to Quebec a few times. I've been to Ottawa, the capital, quite a few times because my partner, her family are there. So we've been there many times. I've even flown out on Christmas Day to Canada. So yes, love Canada. Love Canada. Very cold. Very cold. Cold country. Very cold. Yeah, very cold. Very cold. I think it's the coldest I've ever felt was in Canada. We'd gone to Quebec City and by Eckers, and I wasn't wearing the right stuff for that kind of cold. And I remember
You were cold.
my jeans literally froze. Like we went out of one building. By the time we got across the street, it was like minus 37 wind chill, and my jeans had frozen. It was like they'd like cardboard. Oh, that was
Oh no.
yeah. So I will remember the coldest I've ever felt is in Canada. And you know what it's like once that cold gets through you, you're done. You're done. You're just like
That's good to know. I think the only coldest place I've ever been to was New York. I don't think I've had colder than that. If I have, I
yeah.
probably can't remember it. But
Yeah,
New
New
York
York
is
gets
can get
pretty
pretty
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Jason, hi. Hello, Diane. Welcome. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Um, hope you're all looking forward to the holidays, whatever that may be for you.
All the holidays.
All the holidays. Phoenix says, I live close to Ottawa. It's so nice there. But yes, it's cold. It's cold. Yes. Not as cold as it used to be. I think you might agree. We've been out there a few times of late. We was there earlier this year, but especially at Christmas, it's definitely got a little bit warmer. I could be well out, but it used to be like ridiculous cold. Now it's just really cold.
Now you can handle it. Or maybe you just got stronger. Just say you got stronger.
Yes. Dom says, do I like scary movies? Not really, Dom. No, I don't.
You like
Um,
thrillers, not horror.
yeah, I like thrillers. I don't like scary movies. The last scary movie I watched, which a little bit by accident, but I should have known, was the remakes of the It movies. Uh,
Oh yeah, you should have known
I should have flipping known that.
that. What were you
Well,
assuming that?
I'd seen a trailer for it, and it actually some of it looked kind of humorous. So I know there was some really good humor in it, but good grief, dosed with flipping horrifically scary.
Oh yeah, and it
Um,
gets dark. It's a dark
yes, yes.
time.
I'm not good. I'm not my favorite. I do like a good sci-fi movie, um, but I think thrillers are my favorite. Definitely anything with Liam Neeson in.
Oh yes, classic.
Yeah. And I mean, he can just keep making those Taken movies. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. I have a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over many years. Skills that make me a problem for a guy like you. It's my Liam Neeson. I don't
I
know.
still hear Willem Dafoe. I still hear you, Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe, yeah, I get that a lot. Phoenix says opinion on the new Superman movie. Not thrilled about it, if I'm honest. I'm still like the rest of the DC community. I'm shaking my head why they haven't got Henry Cavill. Like this new
uh,
guy, God love him, but I mean, you basically just getting Henry Cavill again. It's I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we need another Superman movie. I don't know. I don't. I don't need another Superman movie. I think it's time we branched out a little bit and we worked on some new superheroes. Right? I think the world deserves some new superheroes. These
well,
guys.
yeah, there's a lot, but between DC and Marvel, there's a plethora of
Yeah.
superheroes. There's a bunch of comics, and like people cosplay. There's definitely superheroes out there, but you know how Hollywood is. They're always going to be looking for whatever makes them the most money.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, we see Superman so often, and Henry Cavill was great. I'm mad that he left The Witcher, but I understand why he did.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't think I'm gonna be watching the new Witcher when it comes out.
No.
But yeah, between Marvel and DC, definitely a lot more characters that we can explore and take a look at.
Yeah, somebody said here, no more Superman. Oh, White Wolf. Yeah, yeah. I can't get excited about it. It's just another rehash of a story we know inside and out. We've seen it redone with every actor. I still think Christopher Reeve was just phenomenal. You know, he really, that was the time when they really brought Superman to the big screen. He'd been a television sort of character till then to some degree. And the Lex Luthers then were awesome. So yeah, I don't, and again we're going to have a new Lex Luthor, and
Yeah.
which is Nick Holtz, I think, who's a phenomenal British actor, fantastic. I'm sure he'll do a great job, but I just kind of sort of think, oh gosh, really? It just seems so soon to have another, reincarnated. And the suit, I've seen the Superman suit. I mean, I don't know. When I first saw Henry Cavill, you know, I was getting a man crush when you first saw Henry Cavill in that new Superman suit. It was like, oh my gosh, holy, the dude was stacked, you know. So this new one looks like, who did you borrow that off of, and why isn't it your size? Like, it just looks weird. He's got too much going on. It's like, nah, I'm not
Yeah.
feeling it. I'm not
That's
feeling it.
okay. Maybe it'll prove us wrong. Who knows? I mean, it looks really interesting
Yeah.
because it includes, I think some other characters like not Mr. Fantastic, Terrific. Mr. Terrific is in there, and then we have Hawk
Yeah.
Girl. So they have like cameos. But I guess before we can end our live, we're at the hour
Yes.
here. Do you have a favorite superhero?
Um, I like this guy. This guy's my favorite. Batman.
Ah, Batman. He's also my
Batman.
favorite. Batman.
Yeah. I tell you why, because he's the only one who's not from another planet. So for everyone aspiring to be a superhero, that is well within our reach. It's a few $billion short of having the finances to become the Batman, but yeah, I've really enjoyed those Batman movies. Again, Christian Bale, Dark Knight trilogy was just awesome. But yeah, I think he's probably my fave. I think I don't know, he's the most relatable. Let's put it that way, because
He is.
he is
We're
earthbound. He's come from tragedy. I can relate because I'm a billionaire too.
and he's a genius like the rest of us, right?
Billionaire philanthropist genius.
There you go.
Also, though, my second one would be Iron Man. Again,
Close second. Close second.
yeah, much for the same reasons, because he's just got some really cool toys and gadgets. So yes, Rebecca says I love Henry Cavill, and that he's a gamer. Yeah, yeah, and he
He's a
built his own
nerd.
computer. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a huge nerd. Henry Cavill is just huge nerd. If he could
Yeah.
game all day, actually, I think he can because he has the money to. If he could
Yes,
game all
I
day
think
if he
he can.
wanted to.
Yes, I think he can. I know he's a big Warhammer fan because
Yes.
I have a character in Warhammer, but I think he plays Warhammer 44,000 or something. Is it 40,000? Is it Warhammer 40,000? Which is
I think so.
Yeah, which is a little different. I was in Warhammer Total War, which is a different game. But there might be some crossovers. I'm not sure. I'm not huge on that fandom, but yeah, I know he wants to do something with Warhammer. Period. So I think that's his next.
My husband's in my chat room. He said, just like your Batman statue, Kevin Conroy was also a truly fantastic voice actor.
Oh gosh, what a yeah, tragic loss.
Yeah, he
Tragic
really
loss.
was great. Great classic Batman. In my heart, the classic animated Batman is the top tier, in my
That was one of the
opinion.
reasons I got those two figures because you know just as a out of respect as well for Kevin Conroy, he was such a great person too, but he just was Batman. You know, he just was perfect for that character. I know it was decades he played animated Batman for many years. He was just perfect. He brought so much depth to that character. It's hard
He
to,
did.
you know, that's a hard one to replace. Really is, you
You
know.
can't really replace him.
No,
I
you
mean,
can't.
we can always have more people. There's always going to be more voice actors, more
Yes, of
animations, more
course.
shows. But you always want, as a voice actor, in my opinion, I can feel that you always want to make a legacy, and his legacy
Yeah,
will always go on.
yeah, absolutely. Yes, he will always be the voice of Batman. It's like when you think of Superman. For me, I always think of Christopher Reeve. You know, for me now of the next generation, probably think of Henry Cavill. And there's quite a few actors in between that have played him. You know, for me, James Bond will always be Sean Connery because he's just got the
Yes,
great Scottish voice. You know, and he was
it's
Bond.
classic.
It was classic. Yes, yes. So Sean Connery. Yeah, yeah. So well, our hour is up. That's flown by. Any last thoughts for Christmas, Anne?
I just hope everyone has a good holiday. Be kind to yourself. A new year, a new you. Just take it one step at a time.
Yes. Yeah, there's going to be a lot going on next year, and you know, like myself, you've probably had a lot going on this year, and it's very much, as you say, just take it one step at a time, one day at a time. Things are going to change a lot, and some things are certainly going to be a lot better, and some things are going to be a lot more different. Thank you for the heart. Um, but just take it one day at a time. I know you've heard that thrown around so many times, but it really is just a really good coping mechanism, especially over the holidays, and especially, you know, forecasting into next year. Just enjoy the people you're with. Don't take anything for granted. Enjoy the family you have, the friends that you have. Even if you've just got one best friend, you're lucky. You know, so just appreciate the people around you. Spend as much time as you can. Time is so precious, and we can never get it back. And I hope you do have a wonderful Christmas. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you all in the new year, and hopefully sharing more lives and sharing more fun projects with you. One of the ones I know you just interviewed the creators of Escaping Wonderland. As
Yes,
well.
Pele. It was very
Yeah.
nice.
So we have some lovely projects out there that hopefully we can share with you guys in the new year. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy Christmas and a wonderful 2025. And thank you for everything this year. Thank you for making the time to come in on these lives, and it's always fun to see you. And I hope you have a lovely time too.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you for all that you've done this year, for talking to the fandom. Really, you really helped the fandom explode, and we appreciate your love. Appreciate all you do. I hope you, your family, your partner, everyone in your life is happy this holiday. I cannot wait to see you in 2025, see what projects we have in mind, and
Yes,
I just hope you have a good one.
yes, you too. All right, everybody. That brings us to the end of our live. Happy Christmas and a happy new year, and we'll see you soon.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye.